Welcome to Minute Minds Media. Today, 7 exercises to boost memory. Important information now, wouldn't you say? Then stick around. Our memory is a constantly working wonder, storing information, creating connections, and shaping our experiences. But sometimes it could use a little boost, whether it's remembering where you left your keys or recalling a crucial fact during a conversation. A sharper memory can save the day. Now imagine enhancing your memory not through complex mental gymnastics, but with simple, enjoyable exercises. Intriguing, isn't it? We've curated 7 unique memory-boosting exercises that are both effective and fun. These aren't your everyday tips. They're little-known techniques that can make a big difference. From the power of smell to visual storytelling, from musical notes to mind maps, we're about to embark on a fascinating journey. So, buckle up and get ready to explore uncharted territories of your mind. Prepare to be amazed by these little-known exercises that not only boost your memory but also add a fun element to your daily routine. Our first exercise revolves around the magical power of smell. Ever wondered why certain scents take you back to cherished memories? That's because our sense of smell is directly connected to the parts of the brain that process emotion and memory. Now, how can we use this fascinating fact to boost our memory? The answer is simple: by associating a particular scent with a task or piece of information. For instance, you could use a specific fragrance while studying for a test and then bring a hanky with the same scent to the exam. The smell will help trigger memories of what you studied. The best part about this exercise is that it can be incorporated into your daily life with ease. Whether it's the aroma of your morning coffee or the scent of your favorite perfume, you can use these familiar smells to anchor your memories. So next time you're trying to remember something important, let your nose lead the way. Our next exercise is visual storytelling. A great way to remember things is by creating a visual story around them. Now, this isn't about becoming the next Spielberg or Picasso. No, it's about using your imagination to paint a mental picture. Let's break it down. First, take the information you need to remember. It could be a list, a set of facts, or even a name. Next, create a story around this information. Make it exciting, dramatic, or even downright hilarious. The key is to make it memorable. For example, if you're trying to remember a grocery list, don't just repeat milk, eggs, bread in your head. Instead, imagine a cow, a chicken, and a wheat field having a wild party. It's silly, it's fun, but most importantly, it's memorable. Remember, the more creative and vivid your story, the better you'll remember the information. So get those creative juices flowing and start spinning your tales. Ever tried remembering a long list of items and ended up forgetting half of them? The chunking technique is here to your rescue. Imagine you're at the grocery store without a list. You need to remember 20 items. That's a daunting task. But what if you break it down into smaller groups? 5 fruits, 5 vegetables, 5 dairy products, and 5 household items. That's the essence of the chunking technique. Instead of trying to remember a long string of information, you break it down into manageable chunks or groups. Our brains are wired to remember things in patterns and groups, making this technique incredibly effective. It's like packing for a trip. You don't just throw everything into the suitcase. You pack your clothes, toiletries, and electronics separately. Your memory works the same way. By organizing information into related chunks, you're creating mental compartments, making it easier to retrieve when needed. So next time you're overwhelmed with information, remember, break it down and your memory will thank you. Let's travel back in time to ancient Greece to learn about the Loci Method, a powerful memory-boosting exercise. The Loci Method, also known as the memory palace technique, is a strategy of memory enhancement which uses visualizations of familiar spatial environments in order to enhance the recall of information. Imagine a place you know well, like your home. Start at a specific point, like the front door, and mentally walk through different rooms, associating each area with a piece of information you need to remember. Perhaps the kitchen reminds you of the first president, George Washington, because you once read a book about him while eating breakfast. The key to this method is to create vivid, memorable associations. The more unique and imaginative, the better. This technique is not just for remembering shopping lists or historical facts. It can be used for complex subjects too. With the Loci Method, your favorite places become your memory palaces. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to remember the lyrics of your favorite song? That's the power of music, and we're going to use it to boost our memory. Music, with its rhythm and rhyme, acts as a mnemonic device, assisting our brains in encoding and recalling information. It's not just about singing the alphabet song as children, it's about using melodies to recall complex information. Think about creating a catchy tune or jingle for the information you're trying to memorize. It could be a list of historical dates, mathematical formulas, or even a grocery list. The trick is to make it fun and engaging. The more you enjoy the tune, the more likely you are to remember the information. Music isn't just for entertainment, it's a powerful tool that can help us remember, learn, and grow. So, the next time you're struggling with a piece of information, why not turn it into a catchy tune? So sing along and remember along. Our next exercise is named after the Nobel Prize-winning physicist, Richard Feynman. The Feynman technique is a unique way to remember complex information. Let's dive into the Feynman technique. This approach revolves around the concept of simplicity. The idea is that if you can't explain something in simple terms, you don't truly understand it. And if you don't understand it, how can you remember it? The process is straightforward. First, take a complex idea or information you want to remember. Write it down as if you're explaining it to a 5-year-old. The goal is to simplify the information as much as possible. Don't use jargon or technical terms. Use only simple, everyday language. Next, read your explanation aloud. Does it make sense? If not, revise it until it does. By doing this, you're not only understanding the information better, but also reinforcing it in your memory. Simplify to amplify your memory with the Feynman technique. Our final exercise is mind mapping, a creative and effective way to remember and organize information. Picture a tree in your mind. The main idea is the trunk. The branches are the subtopics and the leaves are the details. This is the basic structure of a mind map. It's a visual representation that can help you see the big picture and remember details more effectively. Let's break it down. First, write down your main idea in the center of a blank piece of paper. From there, draw branches out to related subtopics. Each branch can then sprout smaller branches for more specific points. Use colors, symbols, and images to make your mind map more vibrant and memorable. Remember, the goal is not to create a work of art, but a tool to help you remember information better. Mind mapping is a flexible technique, so feel free to adapt it to your needs. Unleash the power of your mind with mind mapping. Well, there you have it. 7 exercises to boost your memory skills. From the sweet scent of a rose to the refreshing smell of a lemon, our first exercise emphasized the power of smell. By associating scents with different information chunks, you can improve your memory and recall abilities. Isn't it fascinating how a simple whiff of a familiar smell can transport us back in time? Our second exercise introduced you to the world of visual storytelling. By creating a vivid, imaginative narrative around the information you want to remember, you can make it more memorable. After all, who doesn't enjoy a good story? Next, we dove into the chunking technique. By breaking down large amounts of information into smaller, manageable chunks, we can enhance our memory capacity. It's like organizing your closet. Everything is easier to find when it's properly sorted. Fourth on our list was the Loci Method. This ancient technique uses spatial memory to help you memorize information. Just like a virtual tour of your favorite museum, you can place the information in different locations of a familiar place in your mind. Then we explored the power of music. Singing your shopping list or setting your study notes to a catchy tune can make remembering them a piece of cake. Who knew your favorite tunes could be such powerful memory boosters? The Feynman technique was our 6th exercise. By teaching someone else the information you want to remember, you can understand it better and recall it easier. And as the saying goes, the best way to learn is to teach. Finally, we delved into the world of mind mapping. This exercise helps you visualize relationships between different pieces of information, boosting your memory and comprehension skills. It's like creating a roadmap for your thoughts. These 7 exercises can significantly enhance your memory skills if practiced regularly. So start today and see the magic unfold. If you've enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe to our channel. And remember, knowledge is power. Now go out into the world and amaze and bewilder your friends with your newfound knowledge of where you left your keys. Thank you. Until next time.